Hello, Alison McQuinney here again, and I'm back with Sue Plumtree for our second film on Feel Heard, Feel Loved. Now, Sue, we all have emotional needs. Why is it so important for them to be met?
Because if they're not, we will really suffer.
Hmm.
Our resentments will build up. Our relationship will become disconnected. There will be a distance between you and your partner. The- and it will affect your self-confidence. It will affect the way you feel about yourself. It will affect your health and well-being. So I can't emphasize how important it is. I need to add that the asking in a way that I will explain to you in a minute, the asking of it is just as important for you to begin to feel good about yourself, because some needs will not, they will say no,
Mm,
and that is okay, but you will know that you can ask. And if they say no this time, find out why not, if it really matters to you, and then ask again when something else comes up. But this is the important thing, to ask for what you need. That's what matters.
yep. And can you give me some examples of emotional needs?
Yes. For example, the need to be valued and appreciated, to be accepted instead of being judged or criticized, to know that you can depend on them, to know that that if they make a promise, you know they will keep it,
Hmm.
to know that they believe in you. There are so many needs. All of us have different needs, but I think those are fundamental, including the need to be heard, to be listened to be understood. All these things make us feel loved and valued and appreciated.
Hmm. And what's stopping us from asking for what we need?
Mostly it's fear of rejection,
Mm,
the fear of being told no, and that it means that they don't care about you. Because then we make this big story and we catastrophize. Oh my God, they said no. What does it mean? It means they don't care about me. It means they don't love me. That's the end of the relationship. you know. Um, so it means a great deal to us, but it's only no.
mm,
Not this time, perhaps next time. And they might have a good reason why not. And it might be worth asking, okay, I mean, if it matters to you terribly, then you need to persist and explain why it's so important to you. But it might not be so incredibly important, in which case you live, and then next time you can ask again something different.
and how can we ask for what we need and get it?
Well, the first and most important thing flows from what I just said.
Mm,
You need to be absolutely clear about what your need is. You need um, to be clear that it is truly important to you. But you can ask for things that you would like. It doesn't have to be incredibly important, but some emotional needs matter more than others.
mm,
And let me give you some examples. Say say they did something that you didn't like, or that upset you. Then you can actually say, um, we need to talk about this, because this it upset me.
mm,
Can we talk about this? That's one. Another one could be um, a simple one. It is, I would like a hug. And sometimes you actually need a hug. You had a bad time. It's not a frivolous um, request. It is something that if you had a bad day, you need reassurance.
mm,
And a loving hug can make such a difference.
mm.
So, but sometimes you need to ask for it,
Sure.
not expect them to figure out that that is what you need because you don't like to ask. You see, this is why it's so important to be clear about what you need
Mm,
and why it matters.
mm,
The other thing is to use the word I instead of you. I need a hug. I didn't like, this thing, it upsets me. Could we please discuss it? And sometimes you can say, when you said or did X, I felt Y, whatever. And could we please talk about this? And it's okay to say please and could we. It's
mm.
not a demand, it's a request because at that point you are not in a conflict situation, So
Yeah.
those are things that you need to know. And the other thing, before you even ask, I would recommend, because it's scary, that you practice in front of the mirror. Try different ways of expressing a particular need and repeat it again and again out loud to the mirror until you feel comfortable.
Hmm.
But finally, the most important thing is to make sure you are crystal clear about your need, about
Yeah.
why you want it, about why it matters. And that is really what I'm about,
Mm.
which is I really want you to have what you deeply need, and emotional needs have to be met. They have to. Otherwise, our well-being, our health and well-being will suffer.
Hmm.
And if you need to talk it through, and sometimes talking it through with somebody, um, me, actually helps to clarify your thoughts. And I would love if you were to connect with me because your happiness is really important to me. That is my purpose, to ensure that you have the tools and resources to create the relationship that you really want. That is what I want for you most of all. So if you want to have a chat, email me to arrange a time and a date, Sue at relationshipcoachandmentor.com, or you can send me a text on 07903 795 027. I would love to hear from you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sue.
You're so welcome.